Why am I recording here outside with a kind of fence on one side, a tree on the other side, the noise in the background? My friend, it's on purpose. And I will explain to you soon why. But before we do this, join me please in reciting chapter Tehillim, the one that we use every day, chapter 100, which is the thank you to Hashem for everything. And thank you, Hashem, for making today the ultimate day of redemption. Today, Chav Kislev, let's give again some tzedakah. And really, I should start again with Good Yom Tov and with the L'chaim, but for now, we'll go like this. So yesterday, as you heard from my grandson Menachem, a little shliach all the way in Argentina, where Argentina used to be a wasteland of Yiddishkeit, today, a bastion of Judaism. Tens and dozens of Bate Chabad, shuls, yeshivas, seminary, girls' schools, etc., etc. All this is the result of the Alter Rebbe's being released from prison 227 years ago. And why is that? Because as we know, when Baal Shem Tov asked Moshiach, when are you coming? He was told, when your teachings will be spread out. That's what the Alter Rebbe set out to do. The Alter Rebbe, as we heard yesterday, started teaching the Chassidic philosophy, the teachings of the Baal Shem Tov, which first was just small little synopsises, very deep thoughts, very transformational thoughts, but still spoon-fed. And a small little spoon, a teaspoon. The Alter Rebbe decided to do it with ladles. The Alter Rebbe decided to feed the world, to feed the Jewish world with the knowledge of God, but with full ladles, in other words, with full understanding, to eat it, to absorb it, to internalize it. In Chabad, the word Chabad, which stands for Chachma Bina Das, wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, that it should be just a nice little exciting and encouraging thought, but it has to be a learning process. Where? And the whole thing was because the Alter Rebbe spread it chutza, to the outside. So yes, that's why I'm sitting today here outside. Yeah, you hear the noise, the background, but we have to be able to tune out of the background noise. We have to be able to tune out of the worldly noise and tune into what we really are, who we really are. And for that purpose, the Alter Rebbe authored a small little book called the Tanya. Tanya, which is based on the verse that Moshe Rabbeinu says in the Devarim. Moshe Rabbeinu encourages the Jewish people and tells them, you think that Judaism is so difficult? You just got the whole Torah with 613 mitzvahs and all the customs which comes along with it. It is difficult. Chas v'shalom, says Moshe Rabbeinu. Ki korei v'lecha hadover mo'id. It is very close to you. What? Hadover, that thing. Which thing? Torah mitzvahs. Judaism, godliness is close to you. God is close to you. Beficha, in your speech, ubilvavcha, in your heart, in your emotion, lasoisa, in your actions. So takes the Alter Rebbe this verse, and in 53 chapters, he shows us, he explains us, he literally takes us by hand and develops within us the understanding, the appreciation, the know-how. We can actually make it so close to us. So in a sense, yesterday, Yutes Kislev, on the 19th day of Kislev, the Tehillim that we started with is Tefillah LeMoshe, the prayer of Moshe. In the introduction, the little caption above of the Tehillim, this chapter, which I don't think we know who wrote it, but there it says that King David found that chapter attributed to Moshe Rabbeinu. So, interesting, the day of the Alter Rebbe's freedom from prison is connected to Tefillah LeMoshe. And the answer is simple. Because Moshe Rabbeinu is the one who, through him, we received the Torah, who fused heaven and earth, where the divine and the finite have become one entity. Thousands of years later, the Alter Rebbe comes and takes that verse and shows us how we can actualize it. Because this is the ultimate perfection of that fusion, is the time of Moshiach. And therefore, as Rebbe Zusha said, and the other tzaddikim said, with this little book, we are going to welcome Moshiach. So friends, if you didn't start yesterday, start today learning every day a portion of the Tanya. You have it online all over. And in Mirz Hashem, we're going to hear it in the Beis HaMikdash, maybe from the Alter Rebbe, maybe from Moshiach, the Rebbe Melech HaMoshiach. We'll find out, and maybe we find out today.